Welcome back, everybody. 7 Minutes for Seniors. I'm Chris Wilson with Modified Independence. This is Jennifer Hill with Senior Provisions. This is our fourth segment,
Yes.
right? I think I might have gotten the questions out of order. Normally I have my sheet of questions. I was like, no, certainly you've done 150 of these. You can remember the order of the questions. So I think I got the questions out of order. You'll pardon me at home if you're watching this, but I think we delved into this a little bit. So what hobbies do you have?
Hobbies. So I am very big into sports. I play on a co-ed softball team at 118th Street in Jacksonville, Ringhaver. If anyone's a ball fan,
Yeah.
I've played for probably 20 years on that league.
What position do you play?
Co-ed. I'm an outfielder. Left
Okay.
field is my hot spot. I like the balls to come in the air.
Are you left-handed or right-handed?
Right-handed.
Okay.
Right-handed. Yep. Yep. And
Okay.
I'm a club Pilates girl. I'm close to 600 classes in club Pilates.
Nice.
Yep. Rollerblade, swim.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a sport, I can play it.
That's cool.
Not to sound a little.
Did you grow up playing sports?
I did. When I was little, my mom will tell the story that all the kids on the street were doing dance, and I was hitting softballs and playing with the boys and digging in the dirt. And
that's cool.
Yeah. So like to be outdoors. I don't like to sit. I like to be moving around, walking. I love to go to the beach, walk, and just keep walking. And my friends do not enjoy my afternoon walks. I don't have anybody that wants to come with me because it's 100 degrees,
right.
But I still make it happen and kind of go out there and just enjoy the sun. People say it's hot. We live in Florida, so you just kind of have
supposed to be hot, right?
It's just is what it is.
We don't have to shovel the heat.
Yeah, we're just.
I tell everybody this: you don't have to shovel the heat.
Yeah,
it's terrible
it is,
up north. You have to shovel the snow. We don't have to shovel.
And we don't have to layer up on all those clothes.
Exactly.
We just have to sweat. And so
yeah,
I really like being outdoors, and I like going on walks. I like talking to people that I'm passing by and seeing how they're doing and just building new relationships while you're out and about.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. How long have you lived around this area?
So I actually, I went to Doctors Inlet Elementary School, which is just down the road.
Yeah.
So that was 4th grade. So
okay.
It's been a minute. Yep.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. Yeah.
So this is your
kind of a local. Yeah.
This is your hood.
Yeah. Actually, where we are sitting right here, Fleming Island, did not exist when I went to Doctors Inlet Elementary. 220 was a dirt road back then.
I imagine.
So,
I imagine. I remember even back in 2002 when I started working at Home Depot. It was a big deal when they opened a Home Depot on 220.
Right? Yeah. Everybody was all excited.
Yeah.
Now
we'll put a Home Depot here. What's that saying? If you build it, they will come.
They will come.
Yeah,
exactly.
Exactly.
Like the Ace Hardware out between St. Augustine and Green Cove. That was pretty smart. Right before Silverleaf came, they plopped that down.
Yeah. Yeah. And probably Pat's Nursery was here before.
Right,
all
Pat's
of it, right?
Nursery. Yeah. And they're just growing. They're planting things left and right. And
Absolutely.
Their business is amazing. Yeah.
So tell me something surprising about you.
Something surprising about me. It won't be surprising anymore for people that are watching the video, but I will say it anyway. I write poetry, and I have actually been published twice, and nobody would probably know that or guess it, but I will say it out loud because it's true, and it's just not something that's expected. Yep.
Like published one of your poems or like a book of poems?
I've had 3 poems that were actually chosen out of a contest, which probably, I don't know how the contest worked, but you sent them in and then you got a letter back and then you got a book and there it was. So it's kind of cool to see something in print. Not a prize. They did send you the book with the poem in the book. So that was pretty cool.
That's neat.
Yeah.
That's neat. Huh. What were the poems about?
One of them was about the 9/11 attack. Mm-hmm. The other one was about the gospel and how to share the gospel with people. I have another one that is actually taped in my Bible about the Trinity that is quite intriguing because when you read one line and the next line and the next line, it kind of all intertwines together and you have to read it multiple times to really understand it. But yeah.
It's like a word puzzle.
Everybody likes that poem. Yep.
Yeah.
And so
that's really neat. I love when people are wordsmiths.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's neat. Everybody has their own way of expressing art.
Yep.
And I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's neat.
It's neat because you can kind of, and poetry just comes to you. It's not something you sit down and say, I'm going to write a poem.
Right.
It's usually on a napkin or you thought of something and now you have to put it on a piece of paper so it looks a little prettier. But
that's cool. Yeah. That's cool. Huh. See,
that's
why I asked that question, right? Yeah. That's why I asked that question because you never know.
People at Spin might be saying, "Hey, Jen, can we read your poem?" And I'll be like, "No, that was Chris asked me that question." So
the poem is not up for grabs. That's really neat, though.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
That's cool. I love I love hearing the way that people express their own internal art.
Sure.
You know,
Yep.
like we all have a creative side,
Hmm.
and it's just a matter of how do
How it
how do
comes
we
out.
let it out?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Just like you can't keep emotions in, you can't, you know, you can't keep love in.
Sure.
You know, a lot of people can't keep their creativity in.
Hmm.
That's what's so cool about
Yes.
it. So
Yes.
yeah, that's neat. And anybody that can put words together
Yes.
and make them make sense, even though it's out of order, you know, even with like poems, in order to get it to
Yes.
rhyme,
Kind of intrigue people a little bit. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Thank
So,
you.
huh. All right. Well, that's been our fourth segment.
Awesome. Thank you,
Yeah.
Chris.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back again tomorrow with our fifth and final segment. So y'all have a good day. If you need any help from her with your senior, make sure you reach out to her. Her information's coming up.
Thank you.
Have a good day.